What is up, guys? This is Ghillie Sniper Duck here with the first product review that I've ever made. So, as you know, my channel is mostly gaming. There really isn't any in real life videos like this one. But for a change of pace, well, what pace? There hasn't been a pace. I haven't been uploading videos for a year, so no pace. But for a change of items here, this is a Replica red dot sight. So this is a Trijicon SRS solar red sight. I think it's more along the lines of solar powered red dot sight. So as you can see, or you can tell, solar powered. What gives it away? Oh, I don't know, maybe this huge giant freaking sticker right here that looks cheesy as hell, or tacky as hell. But yeah, besides that, this kind of ruins the box, by the way. The box looks pretty nice, but you're not here for that. You're here for the sight. So, as you can tell from the box, it said A-TACs. So, yes, this sight is in A-TACs, which is fantastic because I think, personally, that the A-TACs looks great on it. So, this is a pretty good sight, as you can see. Adjustment for brightness, more brightness, less brightness. It's got full trades on it, which is great. That's awesome. Okay, let's just overview the sight for a second. So, just look through it. Yep, and the other side. Okay, as you can see, A-TACs on everything that needs to be A-TACs. Let's look at the sight for a second. So, this is on the lowest brightness. If you look at the sight, it looks really clean. To be honest, really clear. So, that's awesome, right? You can add brightness onto it, but I really don't think you need to. There's a lot of brightness settings. It goes all the way until it just doesn't work anymore. So to turn, actually, as you can see, you don't really need that. That's way too bright. You won't ever need that. It looks way brighter in real life. You just won't need it. To turn off the sight, just press these two together. The up and down together, and that's it. To turn it back on, press either one and it turns on. So yeah, that's it. So let's go on to the pros and cons. So let's just make this review nice and quick. Alright, the sight, first of all, is solidly built, so you feel it. You hear that? No shake, no wobble, anything like that. It's solidly built. Like, it's a brick. You could throw this at someone and you can do some major damage and it won't fall apart. Okay, next thing is it's windage and elevation adjustable. So some sights, they don't actually adjust. This one does, which is great. It's an A-TACs camouflage, so that's super cool. It looks a lot nicer than the original without the camouflage, in my opinion, because as you can see, that looks kind of plain. It's not that great, but this looks awesome. Okay, next thing is it uses AA batteries, so you don't have to go around fishing for those stupid CR123A batteries that cost like $10 each, or any of those small button cell batteries that you put in like 551. So these are perfect. You can find AA batteries anywhere. Super easy to find. Okay, it's solar powered, so as you can guess, this is a solar panel. Whether or not it's actually solar powered, I know the real sight is, but this is a replica. I'm not exactly sure, but let's just assume that it does. How it works is, when it's in the sun, it will be using the solar panel to power the red dot. However, when you're out of the sun, it has this battery here, and that powers the red dot instead. Okay. Another thing that's great is inside the box. It comes with a free kill flash, which is awesome because not very many sites come with their own kill flashes. This one specifically comes with its own kill flash. I'm not sure if all of these do. This one, I'm not even sure what brand it is. It's just a replica, and comes with a nice kill flash. It's great. Works fine. Okay, let's just look at it with the kill flash on. It's really not that different. It looks fine. When you focus on the kill flash, obviously it's going to be there. However, if you focus down range on a target, you're going to barely notice it, so it's all good. I prefer just to put it on because this is reflective as hell. I'll talk about that later. It's got full Trijicon trades on all sides, so I'm a big fan of trades. I like them on my guns. I like them on any accessories I have. They're just a good thing to have because, you know, you want to be as realistic as possible. This is a fairly rare sight as well. You don't see these very often, so it's great how they have an airsoft version of this because, you know, you don't really see them in like the news or anything, but they're pretty cool. It's got multiple brightness settings, so I talked about that. You don't really need it to be that bright at all. And for its size, something this big, as you can see next to the quarter here, it's kind of huge. It's pretty light. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. It's pretty light. It's a nice sight. Okay, on to the cons. Unfortunately, everything that's good has to have some downsides. So, as you can see down here, I have some tape on here. The reason behind that is, as you guessed it, it wobbles on the rail, which is kind of disappointing because for a sight that costed me 120 bucks, I would have expected it to be fine out of the box. 120 bucks is just, you know, the closest place I could get it here in Vancouver, but I know online you can order them for like 90 bucks, 80 bucks maybe. Go for it. It's a good sight. The front lens here is a bit offset. So as you can see, there's more material up here than down here. So the sight's kind of on an incline like that. That's really not a problem. The real problem is that for some reason, I don't know, maybe the sight's concave or convex or something, it refracts. Like, if you look through here, this line will not be matching that line. It might look like it, but if you're a lot farther out and your target's a lot farther out, it is very, very noticeable. But that really doesn't happen when you're looking straight through it. When you're looking from the side to side, or, well, actually more from up to down, it's really freaking noticeable, especially on farther targets. As I was talking about earlier, this front lens is freaking huge, right? And it doesn't help that it's like this orangey red that's like reflective, and it's super reflective. So I really recommend, if it doesn't come with a kill flash, to get one, because this is a BB magnet. It's just terribly reflective. Everyone's gonna be able to see your sight from like a mile away. Yeah. One of the things that was a bit disappointing, but expected because it's whatever it's called, water transferred, is there's a huge seam line right down the middle for the A-TACs. So as you can see, A-TACs look good here, looks good here, but right down the middle there's this huge seam line. But, you know, there's nothing they can really do about that. I'd rather have the seam line up here where no one really sees it than to have it straight down the middle here. So it's okay, but, you know, it's still there. Okay, for $80 or $90 ordering it online, it's definitely worth it. However, for what I got for around $120. Is it really worth it? I would say yes, but many would say no. I would just say yes just because I'm biased as hell. It's a very nice sight. I like it a lot. I like how it looks, and I'm just biased, so that's why I like it. But otherwise, it's not really worth it if you're just looking for a red dot sight that fits the function. If you're just looking for one that works, you can easily go with a $30 red dot, and they will work just as well. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention is that it has a really good, it has a big lens, so if you have it mounted far forward, it doesn't take up much space on the side, but you still have a huge lens to look through, so that's absolutely awesome. I'm going to give you a look of what it looks like on top of a gun. So this is my GMP Defender here, just outfitted with a few tan items just to fit the bill. But yeah, that's what it looks like with the sight on it. So yeah, it looks fine. look at here. Yeah. The only thing I would complain about is the sight by itself looks great, but on a gun it looks kind of awkward because the sight is absolutely huge compared to the rest of the gun. So that's kind of not really anything important, but you know, it's just a aesthetic type of thing. So yeah, that's it for this review. Overall, it's a very solidly built sight. It's pretty high quality for a Chinese clone. It looks great on any gun that has a tan setup on it. Plus, it's something you don't really see on the field, so that's, you know, it's kind of exotic, it's kind of rare, so, you know, people are going to be turning heads at it. It's a very nice sight, but, you know, for the price that I got at, it's not exactly worth it unless, you know, you really specifically like the SRS, which I do. So yeah. Where I got this from, actually, and I'll link it below, is Trigger Airsoft. So they have a 20% off sale right now for anything until the end of the month. And this is on sale for $120 right now. But, you know, I would just recommend you get it online for like 80 bucks. But I'm not exactly sure where you get the A-TACs one. So yeah, that's it for this time. Sorry for the long delay of videos. The next video I'm probably going to upload is a review of the SOCOM Gear Lancer Advanced Warfare magazines. I've ordered a bunch and they will be coming in next week at some point, and I will be making a video review on them. Well, that's it. Cheers, and I'll see you next time. Gilly Sniper Duck, out.